The Olympic Games are a theater of dreams, where athletes push their limits for fleeting glory. Luana Alonso, a young swimmer from Paraguay, arrived in Paris for the 2024 Games with high aspirations. She was a symbol of hope for her nation, ready to compete on the world's biggest stage. However, Alonso's story took an unexpected turn, shifting from her performance to her conduct outside the pool. Whispers of controversy grew into headlines, focusing on an alleged expulsion from the Olympic Village. This was not the script anyone had anticipated for the promising swimmer. The Paris Games, meant to be a pinnacle, became a complex chapter in her young career. What exactly happened in the Olympic Village? Why did a 20-year-old athlete find herself at the heart of such a storm? Alonso herself offered a starkly different account from the official narrative. The situation quickly became a tangle of accusations, denials, and intense public scrutiny. This essay will delve into the layers of the Luana Alonso controversy. We will explore the events as they unfolded in August 2024. We will examine the different perspectives involved, from the Paraguayan Olympic Committee's official stance to Alonso's personal defense. We will also look at her performance, her sudden retirement, and her subsequent actions. The goal is to understand the human and sporting elements of this compelling and often perplexing episode. The story of Luana Alonso is one of ambition, controversy, and the search for identity under a global spotlight. It reminds us that athletes, despite their extraordinary talents, are subject to human errors and emotions. Mid-August 2024, reports emerged of Luana Alonso's removal from the Olympic Village. The Olympic Village is a sanctuary for athletes, so this news sent ripples through the Paraguayan delegation. The official reason from the Paraguayan Olympic Committee, POC, was an inappropriate atmosphere created by Alonso. This phrase suggested issues beyond a simple breach of rules, hinting at a disruption to team harmony. Further details indicated Alonso was instructed not to spend the night in the athletes' village. The POC thanked Alonso for complying, suggesting a formal process had been followed. The specifics of the inappropriate atmosphere were not detailed, allowing speculation to begin. The POC emphasized the need to maintain a positive environment for all athletes. The spotlight was now firmly on Alonso, and questions were mounting rapidly. This essay will delve into the layers of the Luana Alonso controversy. We will explore the events as they unfolded in August 2024. Luana Alonso did not remain silent amidst the reports. She took to social media, presenting a version of events that sharply contrasted with the official statements. Alonso denied any expulsion, insisting her departure was voluntary. She criticized the spread of false information, suggesting inaccuracies in the narrative. This direct contradiction of the POC's head created a confusing situation. Alonso's defense painted her not as a disruptive element, but perhaps as a victim of misinformation. Leaving the Olympic Village voluntarily after her competition might not be unusual for some athletes. However, the POC's public statements suggested their version involved an official directive. The discrepancy invited closer scrutiny of both sides. This clash of narratives is common in public controversies. Alonso's swift denial aimed to reclaim control over her story. She positioned herself as someone who chose to leave, not someone forced out. This set the stage for a public debate, with supporters and detractors lining up on either side. The full picture remained elusive to the public at this stage. The situation quickly became a tangle of accusations, denials, and intense public scrutiny. This essay will delve into the layers of the Luana Alonso controversy. Before the controversy, Luana Alonso competed in the women's 100-meter butterfly. The Olympic stage amplifies the pressure tenfold, with every swimmer dreaming of a personal best. Alonso, representing Paraguay, had high ambitions but did not meet expectations. She finished 6th in her heat, with a time slower than her previous Olympic performance. Such outcomes can be deeply disappointing for elite athletes. The world of competitive swimming is unforgiving, with hundredths of a second separating success from failure. For Alonso, this dip in performance would have been a tough pill to swallow. It came after years of dedicated training and sacrifice. The reasons for a slower time can be manifold, including race day nerves or preparation issues. This context of athletic disappointment is important, as it preceded the off-track drama. It might have played a role in her emotional state and subsequent decisions. For any athlete, failing to achieve a personal goal at the Olympics is significant. It often leads to introspection and reevaluation. For Alonso, this sporting setback was soon overshadowed by a much larger, more public challenge. The situation quickly became a tangle of accusations, denials, and intense public scrutiny. This essay will delve into the layers of the Luana Alonso controversy. We will explore the events as they unfolded in August 2024. We will examine the different perspectives involved, from the Paraguayan Olympic Committee's official stance to Alonso's personal defense. We will also look at her performance, her sudden retirement, and her subsequent actions. The goal is to understand the human and sporting elements of this compelling and often perplexing episode. Immediately following her elimination, Luana Alonso announced her retirement from competitive swimming. At just 20 years old, this was a sudden and unexpected decision. Most swimmers at that age are still building their careers, looking towards future Olympic cycles. Her choice sent a wave of surprise through the Paraguayan sporting community. In her retirement post, Alonso expressed gratitude and acknowledged the honor of representing Paraguay. The timing, however, was notable, suggesting a decision made under emotional strain. The connection between her performance, the controversy, and her retirement is speculative. Did the disappointment in the pool precipitate the retirement, or were there other factors at play? The official expulsion claims surfaced around the same time as her retirement. This made it difficult to disentangle the sequence of events and their causal relationships. For a young athlete to retire at their peak or even before reaching it is always poignant. It speaks to the immense pressures and demands of elite sport. Alonso's decision closed one chapter of her life, albeit much earlier than many anticipated, but as events would soon prove, her public story was far from over. Despite announcing her retirement, Luana Alonso initially remained in the Olympic Village. Her activities during this time became a focal point of the controversy. Reports from Paraguayan media painted a picture of behavior that allegedly upset the Olympic leadership. According to these accounts, Alonso spent her time enjoying Parisian attractions. She reportedly visited Disneyland Paris. She shopped at high-end stores. While normal for a tourist, the context was different as she was still part of an Olympic delegation. Her social media presence also drew attention, with posts seen as tone-deaf, given her recent retirement. The leadership's displeasure seemed to stem from a perceived lack of focus and respect for the Olympic environment. The inappropriate atmosphere allegation made by the POC gained more traction with these reports. Whether her actions were simply youthful exuberance misunderstood or genuinely disruptive became a central question. Her behavior, amplified by social media, added significant fuel to the fire. It provided ammunition for those who believed the POC's actions were justified. The situation quickly became a tangle of accusations, denials, and intense public scrutiny. This essay will delve into the layers of the Luana Alonso controversy. We will explore the events as they unfolded in August 2024. We will examine the different perspectives involved, from the Paraguayan Olympic Committee's official stance to Alonso's personal defense. We will also look at her performance, her sudden retirement, and her subsequent actions. The goal is to understand the human and sporting elements of this compelling and often perplexing episode. The unfolding saga of Luana Alonso quickly captured public attention. Reactions were deeply divided, with social media platforms becoming battlegrounds for opinions. Some rallied behind Alonso, defending her right to enjoy her time after competition. They questioned the severity of the POC's response, seeing her as a target of unfair scrutiny. Others criticized Alonso's reported behavior, siding with the Paraguayan Olympic Committee. They felt her actions displayed a lack of maturity and respect for her team. The media presented varied angles, some more sensational than others. Olympic officials emphasized the importance of team cohesion in the high-pressure environment of the village. The POC reiterated the need for athletes to adhere to standards, ensuring a supportive atmosphere. The controversy highlighted the delicate balance athletes must strike between personal freedom and team obligations. Luana Alonso found herself at the intersection of these complex dynamics. The public and media discourse reflected these tensions, with few easy answers. The story resonated because it touched upon relatable human frailties and difficult choices. The situation quickly became a tangle of accusations, denials, and intense public scrutiny. This essay will delve into the layers of the Luana Alonso controversy. We will explore the events as they unfolded in August 2024. We will examine the different perspectives involved, from the Paraguayan Olympic Committee's official stance to Alonso's personal defense. We will also look at her performance, her sudden retirement, and her subsequent actions. The Paris 2024 controversy and her sudden retirement did not mark the end of Luana Alonso's public journey. By early 2025, Alonso announced her intention to return to competitive swimming. This decision indicated her passion for the sport remained strong. She planned to make her comeback after completing her university education. Alonso was pursuing her studies at Southern Methodist University in Dallas, Texas. She revealed she had one semester left before graduation as of May 2025. This educational milestone seemed a priority before re-entering elite sport. Alonso expressed a desire to potentially represent the United States in future competitions. This ambition, if pursued, would mark a significant shift in her national allegiance. Furthermore, Alonso started an OnlyFans page, adding another dimension to her evolving personal brand. Her future plans are multifaceted, showing determination to forge her own path. Whether she can successfully navigate these ambitions and how the swimming world will receive her return remains to be seen. The Paris controversy will undoubtedly be a part of her story moving forward. The Luana Alonso affair at the Paris 2024 Olympics left ripples beyond her personal career. For Alonso, the incident and her sudden, albeit temporary, retirement will shape her reputation. Any future success in swimming will likely be viewed through the lens of these past events. The controversy serves as a case study, highlighting the pressures on young athletes. It underscores the importance of team dynamics within the Olympic village. The perceived need for a harmonious atmosphere is not trivial, impacting performance and well-being. How teams manage athlete conduct and how athletes navigate personal freedoms are ongoing discussions. The incident raises questions about the management of athlete behavior and transparency. Ultimately, the Luana Alonso story is a human one, a tale of ambition, disappointment, and identity. It reminds us that athletes, despite their talents, are subject to human errors and emotions. The Olympic spirit encompasses not only triumph, but also resilience in adversity. Whether this chapter will be a defining setback or a catalyst for future growth in Alonso's life and career is a narrative that will continue to unfold.